Report scammers. Always record videos or take screen captures when doing trades or buying from house sales. If the person scammed you, you'd have their username recorded that way to go ahead and report them for scamming. Don't overtrust the people on your Roblox friend list. They can scam you even if they're already in your friends list, just like the ones who aren't can do the same. When in a house sale, wait for the first person to do their purchase, and do yours only if they were given what they paid money for, and if not, try to be united against scammers, and you who have been waiting also report the scammer, and urge the scammed person to do the same. Don't be indifferent towards scamming and scammers, and let the mods know by reporting them, and let the other players in the server know that the person is a scammer. Pay attention to an invite's rating along with the number of people who have rated before even reading the invite, and if the rating is low, usually less than the half stars, more than likely the person is trying to scam people. If a seller or inviter is saying that all many people have to pay before they give out the pets or items, or if they're threatening that they won't give anyone anything unless everyone pays, know that the chances of them being a scammer is higher than 99.99%, and for sure don't do as they say. Let both the seller and the people in the server know that you are recording videos or screenshots before trading or paying the registers, or that you are waiting to see if the person will give the ones before you their purchased items, so that you both have witnesses and have others learn to do the same as you do, so that scammers start to see that they cannot scam anyone anymore, because people are now more aware and careful and reactive against scamming. If an offer sounds too good to be true or too imbalanced, such as someone writing this in invite: the first person who pays 500 to my register, I'll give them a pet that can fly and ride and is neon or mega or legendary too. Know that it more than likely is a scam. Put yourself in the shoes of a fair seller, and if what someone is claiming to you negates any decent reason or fairness, know that it's a scam, such as the example where someone would claim they won't give out items unless all the people paid them. In that example, think about it. Why would a fair person who is just making a sale to raise money say that a fair and reasonable seller will, similar to the buyer, want to get things done as soon as possible in an orderly and fair fashion, so their behavior will be reasonable and relatable, such as them firstly asking people to observe the order in line, such as the first person who gets to their house first to make their purchase first, and then immediately they will hand them what they paid for, and then the second person, and so on. That's a much easier and efficient way both for buyers and sellers. A seller asking for everyone to pay and not doing the trades one by one, however, has an unreasonable, unjustified demand, which is obviously due to them trying to scam and not them making a fair trade or sale. If you see suspicious signs or behaviors or demands, speak up. If you see someone making strange demands, ask them why they ask that. If you think someone is scamming, let the others know that you think someone might be scamming. If you know someone is a scammer, let everyone know about it. Remember that scammers are basically thieves and do not deserve the respect of not being exposed, and if they get exposed regularly, over time you will see much less scamming happening. Check your list of daily rewards. What you might be looking for might be right there, such as the starfish or griffin or gold or diamond pets, so that when someone is offering them in a trade to you, you'd know not to take their offer, since if you did the daily logins you'd be getting that item for free anyways. Bullies are often those who have no respect for anyone or anything, and hence their rottenness usually goes beyond just bullying, and they often scam people too. So if you see a bully in Adopt Me, know that they more than likely will try to scam people too. Don't buy anything from them, and if you are trading with them, double and triple check to make sure you are not offering too much for what they're giving you. Never trust trade. There's no reason why anyone would want to trust trade when there's a legit trading system in the game where both sides can see what's being traded, and the system locks the trade when approved so that no one side could steal from the other one. Don't fall for the "I'm recording for YouTube and will give a dream pet to whoever gives me their best pets," or "Hello YouTube, today we want to see who will give us blah blah." This is yet another mindless, unreasonable demand that you should be very suspicious of. Just think about it. Why on earth would a real and fair trader want to urge the young people playing Adopt Me to blindly trust? No responsible, decent person ever will want anyone to blindly trust another human being. That'd be among the worst things anyone could urge others to do, since sadly there are bad people like these scammers in this world too. Scammers know that YouTube and YouTubers have become an attraction to young people and see that as a lure to scam people or to make people give them their best pets in exchange for nothing. This also would contain trust trading. Do not do it. No decent YouTuber ever will ask you to give them even your most basic pet, let alone your best ones. Those with these claims are scamming. The concept of a trade should be very simple to understand. If you're a fair person, you and the person trading with you both have some items you want to offer to get something you want, so at the time of the trade offer, both of you should have those items that are to be traded ready and at hand. If someone is claiming not to know that, more than likely they're trying to scam you. So if someone tells you to give them your pets or items and the pets or items they will be giving you are in an alternative account, or that they will give you your items later, simply decline. Don't force yourself to do any trades or purchases. If you have a bad feeling about a trade or a purchase or have doubts, stop doing it. For as long as that game exists, trading will be happening in it with all kinds of things being offered, so the fair trade or purchase you were looking for more than likely will come about in the future again too. If someone tells you to follow them to somewhere in the game where the two of you are alone or not visible to the rest of people for a trade or register purchase, they almost always are trying to scam you, and the reason why they're saying that is so that other people on the server won't see their avatar or name easily as the scammers they are, or to basically keep themselves from getting exposed immediately. For house sales, try not to buy anything that exceeds 300, and let me tell you why. Cash registers in the game have limits of 150. When you pay 150, you will have to wait a long time for it to be able to take another 150. During that time, either of you two might get disconnected thanks to Roblox's connection issues, which results in you losing your money even if the seller wasn't planning that. Aside from that, usually people who want to sell anything have the items they're selling sitting unused in their inventories and want to turn them into money as fast as possible, so decent and fair sellers won't price their items that high, and seeing items more expensive than 300 is pretty suspicious. If you see really high prices like 700 or 1000, you can be sure that the seller is a scammer that is trying to steal money from others without giving anything to the person who paid them. Try to have the store prices of the available items in mind, and if the sellers are asking for an amount higher than that, that's scamming. Example, a bike that's 200 shouldn't be sold in a house sale for any higher than 200. Anyone's claiming that they have all the pets in the game to push you to trade with them or pay them money, know that they're both scamming and lying. The game has been online for a while with many pets that are now not sold anymore, with chances to get some of them extremely low, and it's nearly impossible for someone, no matter how rich, to have all the pets. Do not trade or buy with Robux. Let's get this straight. The in-game money is a currency less than Robux, just how Robux is a currency less than real money. Also, you might wake up someday realizing you're bored from Adopt Me and its frustrating monetary system and greedy money-grabbing agenda. Then any money you have in the game will mean nothing to you. Be kind to yourself and only trade or pay registers with the in-game money of Adopt Me, not with Robux. If you're not sure someone's a scammer, don't call them a scammer. If you're going to treat scammers and innocent people the same, then the scammers will be able to continue how they are scamming, and identifying them will become harder. Accusing an innocent person of scamming is against fairness and justice as well. Don't believe people say whatever in the game to try to make you pity them, to give them anything out of sympathy. Remember that Adopt Me is a virtual game and anyone can be on the other side of the monitor. What they say or claim in the game can be and more than likely is a lie to try to take advantage of kind-hearted people, such as people saying I got scammed, give me free pets. Aside from lying, this is a foul belief, since the only one responsible to make up for scamming is the one who scammed them, not innocent people. Or it's my birthday today, give me free pets. Again, their birthday could or could not be that day, and even if it was, expecting everyone to give you presents on your birthday is not justifiable or valid or called for. On Adopt Me, there isn't a day that goes by where dozens to even hundreds of people factually or falsely claim it's my birthday, and surely many of them are lying, but even if they were telling the truth, so they expect us to give free pets to hundreds of people daily for nothing in return. Or I'm poor and sad and unlucky, give me free stuff. All of us were poor when we started the game. We played that godforsaken game for hours, wasting the time we could have spent in the sun or doing something productive, and that's how many of us grew our inventories. Being poor is no justification for begging, and surely most of the people claiming to be poor or using the basic yellow or torn clothes or the trash bin avatars are lying anyways. Do not fall for the unwanted pets scam. No pets are unwanted, even if some of them might be common or less of a favorite to you. Keep them in. Soon you might find yourself with 4 fully grown ones to make neon pets with, or someone who is in need of one to make a neon might want your pet and offer you a pet that you really wanted instead. Know the value and frequency and popularity of different pets. You can search online for that information, and typically the value of a neon is 1 or 2 tier higher than its rank, and a mega is usually equal to a simple legendary. There are also some pets that might be uncommon or even common that are still very much wanted and sought after due to people liking them so much, and usually for them too, people might be willing to offer higher rank pets. This is so that you'd know if trade offers are equal or not. If you find yourself having been scammed a lot or struggling to say no to a trade or purchase, that's the time you can use to practice harnessing your sense of greed or hoarding and focus more on what you really actually need to have in the game. Pick only a few things or pets you'd really want in the game and focus on getting only those, so that you could stop your temptation and greed. Almost all scammers scam people by focusing on their sense of greed, so you resisting temptation and greed will shield you from scammers being able to lure you into a trade that you really didn't need or want. Beware that, because sadly some YouTubers encourage scamming and begging, and the makers of Adopt Me made it clear they will do nothing against scamming. The one who is mainly in charge of taking care of your belonging and money in the game is yourself, so do feel responsible to guard them and spend them well and protect them against scammers.